There is so much NFL on ESPN right now. Monday Night Football, plus pregame and postgame. NFL Live, NFL Primetime. Everything you need to stay on top of every game, every week.
Unbelievable.
And now NFL Network is on the ESPN app. More football, more coverage, more ways to watch. Football's on all season long on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app.
Reese Witherspoon here, checking into my favorite hotel in Paris. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I'm traveling with my Wells Fargo Autograph Journey card, so I earn rewards wherever I book travel. 5 times points with hotels, 4 times with airlines, 3 times on restaurants and other travel, and 1 point on other purchases. Phew, that was a lot. I need to lie down. Is the room ready?
Visit wellsfargo.com/autograph journey. Terms apply.
This is the TJ Show, or news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
Researchers in Finland are trying to determine exactly how daily coffee intake correlates with the human body's hormones, body composition, and metabolic health. And the study found that higher coffee consumption in men was linked to higher total testosterone.
Really?
Okay.
You feeling manly, TJ? I know you drink a lot of coffee.
It's one of my favorite parts of life, for sure. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Perhaps it does.
Listen, anytime the pendulum, it swings in the pro-coffee direction, I just take another sip. I'm going to do that right now. As you get into the next story, go ahead.
Okay. Moving on. We know Spider-Man has crossed the $2 billion mark at the global box office. It's the second fastest movie to ever reach that milestone. But here's something interesting in the Marvel Universe. Avengers Doomsday, which comes out December 18th, pre-sales have already started. And according to data, pre-sales are 65% ahead of where Spider-Man was when its pre-sales started. So I think Marvel is back as far as making billion-dollar movies.
There's a lot going on there.
So you're buying tickets for that already?
I already have tickets, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Well, you can't just go to the movies anymore, huh? You can't just show up and get tickets? What's the deal?
I wouldn't say that. I think you can still go show up and get tickets. I think people are just excited about this movie.
Well, good for them. I mean, my goodness, what a success.
Yeah, for our purposes, because it's December 18th around the Christmas holidays, we have a lot of family coming back into town, and we wanted to make sure we can all go see it together.
You need 30 tickets.
Yeah, we need a bunch of tickets, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so
Very
I'm in
fun.
there already.
Kenny, what else do you have?
This is interesting. So we know Spirit Airlines ceased operations in early May of this year after filing bankruptcy twice within a year's span. So they have been auctioning off the company's assets, the planes that they own, and also their internal data, which is an asset in today's market and economy. Google has won the bankruptcy auction. They bought all of Spirit Airlines' internal data for $10 million. And the idea is they want to teach their Gemini AI about bankruptcy to help, I guess, potentially other businesses.
So that data, like, does that include where Jabo flew, where I flew?
I've never flown Spirit.
You would never.
I would be appalled. How dare you find me on that flight?
I unfortunately
Giant yellow planes, obnoxious.
I have. So do they know where I went?
Of course they, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I know.
Google knows now, but
That wasn't very nice of them to tell them.
They know.
For $10 million.
To this article, because of CCPA and HIPAA standards, all personal customer and employee information must be de-identified by a third-party agent. So all of that information is going to be wiped out. So hypothetically, they wouldn't have that information. Also, their loyalty customer program, they wouldn't get that information either. But flight records, how much everything costs, all of that is up for grabs.
Kenny, what else do you have?
A woman named Julie accidentally flushed her antique wedding band down the toilet of a New Jersey Transit train.
That hurts. But at least you know it's still on the train.
Somewhere on the train. She didn't realize it at the time. She was trying to wash her hands and she had soap all over her fingers, so she was using toilet paper to get the soap off of each one of her fingers, pulled the ring off her hand, and then threw the toilet paper with the ring down the toilet and hit flush.
Oh, man. I didn't even know the New Jersey Transit had bathrooms.
Yep. They do.
In
Well,
them.
Yeah.
Like on the train.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to use them. If
Oh
you
yeah,
can
no, I would
avoid
never
it.
use it.
It's not the
But
great.
they definitely exist.
Not the
My
greatest
next
place.
thought was like, ugh.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and
She must have really had to go.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
you only use them if you really have to
Right,
go.
right,
Yeah,
right.
it's got to be an emergency.
And I think they have those little sinks where you like have to push it at the same
Right.
time while you wash with one hand, then you
Spot on.
switch.
It's
and your
similar
hand-
to like
So
an
annoying.
airplane toilet.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, so there's a form that you could fill out if you lose something on a train. She filled out that form, and New Jersey Transit, they really went above and beyond. Maintenance crews took the train car out of service, sent it to a complex, they jacked it up, they removed the toilet tank, sent it to a treatment plant, opened the top, and they found the ring sitting right inside.
Wow,
That's
that's
a lot
amazing.
of work.
That's customer service right there.
Yeah, and this ring
Not
was
something I expect from New Jersey Transit at
very
all.
significant. The ring was made in 1905. The couple found their wedding bands at an antique shop, and they saw that this particular ring there was engraved with the initials for the nicknames they had for each other. So the ring meant a lot. It took about a month, but she did get the ring back.
Fantastic.
That's great.
Kenny, what else do you have?
This is a sweet story. So there's a woman from Missouri and her boyfriend, Emma and Jason. Jason is a competitive power lifter, and Emma is always going to his powerlifting competitions to support him. Emma is on a health kick of her own, and she signed up for a half marathon, but was feeling really anxious, especially having to run the marathon alone. So her boyfriend, Jason, secretly trained for 2 months and registered for this half marathon without her knowing. And as he was driving her to the race, the big reveal, he opened up the trunk of the car with his running shoes
Oh,
in
that's
it.
sweet.
And they ran the race together.
That's awesome.
And finished.
Did he win?
They tied together. They
They ran it together. They went together.
side by side. They did a half marathon, 13 miles in 2 hours, 29 minutes.
Awesome.
That's pretty good.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Another art heist in Italy. 4 Renaissance masterpieces by the artist Antonello da Messina were stolen from a museum, the Museum of Messina in Sicily, Italy.
It's surprising to me that these stories pop up like over and over and over again. I think of the Louvre, right? In France,
Yeah.
where
and-
they literally took a lift outside the window, crawled in the window, took what they wanted, and left. And everyone's like, how did it happen? It's a good question. How does that happen? You would think these have like high security. You've seen it in the Mission Impossible movies, lasers across the floor. It's got to be impossible. How do they keep doing it?
I feel like a Ring camera could do the trick, like
Yes.
on the front door. Like that helps.
They have
normal people.
They have a 3-pack.
packages.
3-pack of ring cams at Costco.
Right.
I think it's under $200. What are they doing?
Yeah, and that's the big question. They say this theft took place late at night Saturday. The thieves took the art straight from their secure display case. And what Italian police are investigating now is how these thieves entered the museum and bypassed the alarm system without triggering. Not a single alarm went off during this art heist. And these are priceless pieces going back to the 1400s.
Imagine if it's an inside job,
I was just thinking that.
like
yeah.
insurance claims, something like that. For them to be happening
knows?
so frequently.
If they're
Yeah.
priceless, how do you insure them? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and
what do
also,
you-
I'm sure there's some way to do it. I don't know. I'm not in these circles. But how you sell that, like, you've got to find a guy who wants it. And then what do? They put it in a closet. They show their friends, and just a few. You don't want to tell too many.
Yeah, a lot of questions about that, but that's the primary theory as to the motivation behind this heist is that it is going to go up for sale on the black market.
It's wild. Kenny, make some new art. How about that? My kids are pretty good at it. Start there. They'll do it for free. What else you got, Kenny?
Parents are complaining at Farnsley Middle School near Louisville in Kentucky. The students get an agenda, a book for them to write down their homework assignments. I remember getting them as a school kid. It was a first day of school thing. The problem here is this agenda is full of nonsense and misspellings and just straight up wrong information. They believe it may have been generated by artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, so I mean, this is in Kentucky, and in the agenda, Kentucky is spelled Vinecki. Venecky. Arizona spelled Arizona. Louisiana spelled Lukong. It's just all over the place. The periodic table's wrong. At this point, school administrators have instructed the students to just tear out pages 19 through 36. But the thing is, the parents pay a $10 annual fee for these agendas. And now they're complaining, what are we paying for? You guys should just AI generate a bunch of nonsense.
And if I'm not mistaken, I remember seeing this story, and it took a parent a week into school.
No one's looking at
for
anything.
them to point it out.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
People are trying to cut corners everywhere they can. Like
that
to
way.
a point where they're not even reviewing what the AI is making. It's
Yep.
bizarre. Kenny, what else do you have?
Welcome to the big leagues. St. Louis Cardinals rookie outfielder Joshua Baez, perhaps the greatest rookie debut in the history of Major League Baseball.
This is a very exciting story.
Yeah, top of the first inning, the first pitch he sees in the big leagues, a 2-run home run over the center field fence.
That's enough, by the way. That's a great start.
Yeah. Then he's up again in the top of the fourth inning, solo shot, line drive over the left field wall.
This guy.
Third at bat, sixth inning, another 2-run home run over the right field wall. He did end with a ground out to shortstop, but 3 out of 4 with 5 RBIs, not too shabby.
That's your team, J-Bo.
Yeah, 3 home runs.
Do you
3
know this
runs.
guy?
That's great. Do I know this guy?
Do you know of him?
No, I don't know of him.
He's a rookie. I mean, people know about him now,
Yeah.
and he has got a bright future in the majors. He is the only player in the modern era of Major League Baseball to start his career with 3 consecutive home runs.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Do we think he's like going to be a star player, or was this a fluke? What do you think?
No, I mean, he was a prospect in their farm system, working his way through the ranks. I think he's got great potential. He can play all of the outfield positions, and they also expect him to be a designated hitter as well. So he's got some skills.
Sounds like he's well equipped for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him do well.
Very cool. Kenny, what else do you have?
A treasure find story for you, TJ. This
Love 'em.
one in Belgium. Construction workers digging for a sewer line below an old brewery found $10.4 million in gold coins and gold bars.
That's got to be somewhere around here. Where is it, J-Bo? Where do
I
we
don't know.
How do we start digging?
You're the one with the metal detector.
I know, but I tried that and I almost cut a power line in the ground. And that, you may never have seen me again, J-Bo. I don't know if you want me searching for anything with a metal detector.
No.
Can we just dig randomly and hope we'll find something?
No, you
No.
still hit a power line.
Or a gas
even
line,
worse.
which could be even worse.
Ugh.
You could explode. You have to call before you dig anything.
I think in reality, part of the ground has to erode because of rain or something, and we see the corner of a treasure box.
Yeah.
And then we
I hope
start
it happens
digging.
for you.
Well, I always keep my eyes on the ground.
Well, in
It's
this
a great way to live.
particular case, they believe that the owners of the brewery may have stashed this gold away after World War II. Now, there is a law in Belgium. The rightful owners have 5 years to claim this gold. The current property owners, it's a local welfare support organization. They hope that the funds can be used to support their daily community programs. As far as the
Wow.
construction workers who found this gold, they know they don't have a right to it, but they may be entitled to a finder's fee. So we'll keep our eye on this story to see what they get, if anything.
What else, Kenny?
Oh, in New Jersey, another treasure find. A family came across a megalodon tooth.
I'll even take that.
That is pretty cool.
A multi-million-year shark?
Yeah, that could be 80 feet long. They lived between 23 and 3.6 million years ago. They were just searching for seashells, and they came across this rock with a hole in it. The little kid puts his hand in the hole and pulls out this giant shark
Incredible.
tooth.
What else you have, Kenny?
We're learning about a messy and very likely smelly situation in Narragansett, Rhode Island.
Oh, by the way, adorable town. Love it.
It's right on the water. It seems beautiful.
Oh, and there's another place called Newport, which is close by.
Yeah.
I mean, top of the list with places that I've been over the years, just gorgeous, beautiful little like brick roads, very romantic.
Nice.
If you're into that kind of thing.
I'll
Yeah.
put it on my list.
Yeah, you'll love. Oh, you would love it.
Well, and thankfully, this situation is now cleaned up. You wouldn't want to be there for this. A tractor trailer overturned and spilled over 20 tons of squid onto the roadways, blocked traffic for more than 8 hours.
When I hear that, I hear free food. Why wouldn't I not want to be there for that?
Yeah. Well, when it first spills,
I'll be part of the cleanup crew.
Yeah, you would hope they'd be like, all right, take a couple, get them out of here,
Yeah.
get some bags, bring them home, do what you got to do with them. That's like a whale-sized squid.
Well,
when you
it's
put them all together.
many squid together. Yeah, it wasn't cooked. It wasn't calamari just yet, but I guess it was on its way to be. But the trailer unhitched from the truck.
Oh, my goodness.
As they were turning, and then the trailer tipped over. The truck was transporting the squid to an out-of-town processing facility. Thankfully, there were no injuries reported, and the Rhode Island State Police cited the driver for failure to secure the load.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot. What does that cost? That's got to be a fortune.
So it's on its way to the processing facility. So this is raw squid. They say it could sell for anywhere from $1 to $1.50 per pound. So that's $2,000 to $3,000 per ton. So anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000.
Wow, that's a
worth
lot
of squid.
Cost that company a lot of money.
Seriously. There's another infamous story out of Boston. In Boston's North End, there was this wild molasses spill where molasses just started flooding the street. A truck turned over, and they claim, although I never smelled it while I was there, that every once in a while you get a whiff of molasses in the air, and they're like, "That's from the spill back in the early 1900s."
I would imagine better smelling than the squid.
Yeah, if the sun hits just right, he'll just roast
That's
the
exactly right.
molasses. Yeah.
Kenny, what else do you have?
We were talking earlier about the Seattle Mariners and their historic 22-0 blowout loss at the hands of the Milwaukee Brewers. But they find themselves in headlines today for another reason. They have a really cool fan experience, and it all started because of their vice president of fan experience was doom scrolling and discovered Italy's historic wine windows. So they're buccetta di vino. They're literally windows on sidewalks where you can go and order a glass of wine and somebody hands you a glass of wine out the window.
Okay.
So they have this speakeasy style attraction called the Secret Door, spelled S-E-A, Crit Door, as they are the Seattle Mariners, and its location is a secret. So you can go search the stadium far and wide for a chance to get these specialty cocktails from a window, and somebody just hands you
Love
a
it.
glass.
Okay,
That's fun.
that's cool.
Baseball
that.
needs fun stuff like this. This is going to get people to show up. You need a secret door.
It's like a pizza window, but you get alcohol.
Yeah. Now, I will say the drinks cost $20 to $30, depending on what it is.
It's special. It's ours. No one else knows about it.
But there's no traditional advertising. It's all word of mouth and social media. And people going to Mariners games are hardly watching the game. They're looking for the secret door. And other teams now want to adopt this going into next season.
What's the password?
I don't think you need a password. You just need to find the door.
But if there was one, what would it be?
Mariner?
No.
Knock, knock.
I would go with Ken Griffey Jr.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because
Legend.
that's the only baseball player you know.
Or even better, Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, the video game. And then you get your drink.
Yeah. The window is shaped like home plate, and it has like a Mariner's trident, and you have to pull it open to get the drinks.
That's
All
cool.
right, Kenny, what else do you have?
OpenAI has announced it's rolling out ChatGPT for teens, specifically 13
that's
to
nice of them.
17-year-olds.
Yeah, they need that.
Well, they say it will have a number of safeguards, including content restrictions on inappropriate topics. Also, it'll have a study hours feature that will guide students rather than just spitting out the answers for them. And the AI is also blocked from saying it has personal feelings towards its users to lessen the chances that these kids develop feelings for the AI chatbot.
Yeah, the fact that that's a problem, that's been happening, and that kids also, in some cases, worst case scenario, harming themselves because of their relationship with these bots. What a terrible thing.
I mean, that should be put on safeguard for adults as well.
Yes.
I don't think a
I agree.
chatbot should tell you, no matter what age you are, that it is in a relationship with you.
Right. But you're seeing headline stories that are almost featuring these
Right.
things like, oh, wow, this is normal. It's not.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And it appears this is coming in response after several lawsuits have been filed against OpenAI, makers of ChatGPT, that claim that the chatbot has put their children at risk.
Kenny, what else do you have?
An interesting advertising campaign from the canned water brand Liquid Death and Jason Kelsey, former football player, Travis Kelsey's brother and Taylor Swift's brother-in-law.
We know who he is at this point, right?
I want to make sure.
That's a resume and a half.
He owns Garage Beer, a beer brand. They've teamed up for what they're calling a PSA. They're asking people to donate their number one to help cool AI data centers.
Use that instead of water. I'm cool with it.
I think that That has to be an attention-seeking headline, right? And it's working, by the way.
As far as we can tell, it doesn't appear they're actually asking for these donations. They say the ad uses absurd comedy to draw attention to the massive environmental impact and water usage required to cool modern AI infrastructure. But a very funny commercial.
Yeah, the more I'm thinking about the massive amounts of water they need to cool down these computers, I keep going back to I'd rather have the water to drink rather than running through pipes. How are you feeling about that?
I believe they're using water to cool the data centers down, but the data centers don't need water to be cooled down. They just need to be cooled down.
Right, yeah.
So they don't need to use water. They're choosing to use water.
Sure. Like, you ever see at the back of a grocery store that big meat refrigerator? Like, that could fit a lot.
They can find something else to cool the data centers down.
Yeah, do something like that.
It's just that water's cheaper. It's more available because it's just coming from the reservoirs.
Yes.
From people's drinking water.
And what I'm trying to get to is I don't want to run out of water. Like, I think that would be kind of bad.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Or could they use ocean water, maybe? There's a lot of that.
They can make something. They've made these data centers. You can make something to cool them down.
Right. Could they use artificial intelligence to figure what else out?
I'm sure they could.
All right. What else you have, Kenny?
Well, another toilet-related story. According to space.com and a new study out of the University of Copenhagen in Denmark, they have analyzed blood samples from astronauts and found out why it seems to be difficult to do number 2 in space.
Oh, well, this is a good experiment.
From 1 to 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's the second story?
That is the second story.
All right. I like the placement there. Well, since we're hitting all the important toilet news, go ahead. What's the problem?
Well, I think it makes sense. It's the gravity. The lack of gravity slows down the digestive process in the human body. So the nutrients inside stay in the body longer. And they say this is a possible explanation as for why astronauts often get constipated while they're in space and also for, I guess, the days when they first return back to Earth.
That's tough.
It also might be that fake ice cream. Remember NASA? They sent us some of that like chalky ice cream that's freeze-dried.
Yeah.
I don't think that's great for your digestive tract. But I'm glad they're doing these experiments. I mean, listen, if they're going to be sending people to space, they got to really understand it.
Well, and I think that's the next step. They want to try to figure out what is an appropriate diet for these astronauts to make sure they're getting the proper nutrition that they need and also not having these digestive problems while in space. And if you're going to go to Mars, if you're going to go to the moon, that's a long time to be in space.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Somebody's car wound up at the bottom of a backyard swimming pool in Northborough, Massachusetts, and how it got there is actually quite the interesting story.
That's not great.
This was a situation of neighbors helping neighbors. You had one neighbor who lived kind of near a top of a hill who agreed to deliver packages to his neighbor at the bottom of the hill. They were on vacation. And I guess while driving down to the house, this guy's Hyundai Elantra, the brakes failed. So he's going down this steep driveway and he's got to make a split-second decision. Do I crash the car into the house? Or do I take it into the backyard and land it in the pool? And land it in the pool is what he did. And thankfully, there were no injuries.
There was no one home?
Nobody was home.
Which one do you choose, Jabo?
I think he made the right choice. As long as he can get out of the car in time.
Yeah, I have one of those little hammers in my car with the pointed end. And if I always think about like if I was in a body of water, which I hope never happens, that I'd be able to like break the window and then hopefully swim out to safety.
Yeah, this guy was able to roll down his window, climb out, and then swim to the edge of the pool. But indeed, photos of the car at the bottom of the pool and then a big crane coming in to lift it out of the water were what was featured on local news, and it's been picked up nationally as well. And the best part of this story is the packages that this guy was delivering, ironically, chlorine tablets for the neighbor's pool.
You know.
He serviced his neighbor's pool, too.
Yeah.
What a nice guy. Like, he needed that.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Proof that you're never too old to follow your dreams. Justin Buzzard, he's a 47-year-old pastor at Garden City Church, and he just made the college football team at San Jose City College.
Now, what's the backstory on this? And how does that happen? Why does it happen?
Great questions. So he plays defensive end. That's the same position he played when he was originally a freshman in college years ago, but he got injured, and those injuries cut his football career short. So he was inspired after his son showed him a social media video of a man in his 60s. This guy's named Tom Green.
Brady. Oh.
Ouch.
Good.
He's not in his 60s yet.
No, so this guy plays for McDaniel College Football. The guy Justin thought and his son thought, well, if this guy in his 60s can do it, I can do it too. And indeed, he tried out, made the team, got himself in shape. The head coach welcomed him after setting expectations, and he noted that his life experience serves as inspiration for the younger players to live without regrets.
What position is he playing?
Defensive end, so he's trying to sack the quarterback.
I don't know. It's a little risky. You ever pull into the grocery store and you just kind of get out of your car wrong? And you're like, ooh, that hurt a little bit. I mean, that starts to happen when you hit that age.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. The younger teammates have embraced him. They've given him the nickname OG. So he's
OG.
the OG.
How
on the
original.
field.
Maybe it can be a movie at some point, a Netflix documentary, anything.
Yeah.
It
very
sounds
well
like
could
there's a
be.
story there. Kenny, what else do you have?
So yesterday, Amazon announced that they were going to expand its drone delivery service to 500 cities before the end of the year. They're currently in several states, including Texas. And right as this news was made, a viral video is on my social media feed of an Amazon delivery drone in Texas dropping a package directly into a backyard swimming pool.
Hilarious.
Target. Bullseye.
Yes.
Did perfect. Great job.
Wow.
Yeah, I hope there weren't electronics in that package.
How long until we can't see the sky anymore? We look up and we just see zooming by drones.
That and ads.
Yep. Yeah, ads in the sky, everything. Kenny, what else do you have?
TJ, when you played baseball as a kid, did your jersey number mean something to you? Was it important to have a certain number?
They gave me one and I rolled with it.
That's that.
I don't remember what my number was, actually.
You don't? Well, in the pros, players become attached to their jersey numbers. And when a player moves from one team to another, odds are there's another player already on the team that has that jersey number. So something has to be worked out. If the player wants his old jersey number, they have to make an arrangement. And we've seen several examples. A couple years ago, Gerald McCoy paid $250,000 to Kyle Love for his
player to player
for his jersey number 93. And this one,
I would part with my number so fast.
Right.
I don't care what number it is. If it's 1, 2, 3, take it.
This is the most unique one I've ever seen. So Von Miller, he's a future Hall of Famer, the active sacks leader in the NFL, just signed a 1-year contract with the Dallas Cowboys. He really wants to wear the number 40, but guess what? The number 40's taken.
Who has it?
The fullback, Hunter Lipke.
Famous?
No,
okay.
not too much.
Yeah.
I'm
if
hearing-
his jersey sales aren't up there, then let it go, brother.
So what are they throwing on the table here?
So Von Miller has offered Hunter Lipke a lifetime supply of chicken for the rights to wear the number 40.
If I'm number 40, all you had to get to chick, and I would say yes, absolutely.
But chicken from where?
So-
Okay,
And how
wait.
does he have supply for that?
Good question. I should have asked that. I was hungry
Yeah,
when I
not all
answered.
chicken is made the same.
Go ahead.
I have an answer. So Von Miller is a businessman as well. He is the co-founder of Greener Pastures Chicken in Texas. So he has access to poultry.
Healthy chickens?
This is a legitimate organic chicken.
Cage free.
I don't know. Every few years we got the bird flu. I'm gonna need you to write me a check, sir. Just write me a check, and I decide how much chicken I want to eat throughout my life.
But this is, well, I guess you could risk getting sick of chicken. And then you're like,
Yes.
man, I should have never made that deal. All I want is pork.
Yeah.
I mean, you said that man's a businessman. He knows how to write checks.
Well,
Just put my name on it.
Apparently made several offers, including the lifetime supply of chicken to Hunter Lipke. At this point, they're playing practice, so they're allowed to wear the same number. But by the time the regular season starts, a decision has to be made, and it's unclear at this point whether Lipke has accepted any of the offers.
Maybe if you throw bread in there, so you always know you get a sandwich. Maybe that's what'll
if
push
he's
it over.
willing to give a lifetime supply of chicken, which
chicken.
it's a lot of chicken,
Yeah.
which means he really wants it,
Yeah.
which means the ball is really near the guy's court.
Yep.
I don't know. Very
He says
clear.
no. He's like, all right, well, what else can I give you? Okay, good. Now we can talk.
All right. Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.